Justin Timberlake arrested on DWI charges in the Hamptons. The arrest of Justin Timberlake in the Hamptons has rapidly become the topic of conversation in the community. This arrest stands in stark contrast to the glossy image that he has developed over the course of his career that spans several decades. The events that took place on that tragic Tuesday morning have cast a new shadow over the pop icon, whose life appeared to be spiraling out of control amidst rising public and personal issues. The events that took place also place a new shadow over the music icon. Timberlake, who is known for his silky motions and polished performances, was anything from serene while he was performing just after midnight. When Timberlake was driving a sleek 2025 BMW through the peaceful streets of Sag Harbor, a community that is famed for its tranquil luxury and celebrity residents, he ran a stop sign, which drew the notice of a local police officer. Timberlake's vehicle had been swerving and had failed to stay within its lane, which led to his arrest. However, the driving violation was not the only reason he was taken into custody. When the officer pulled him over, it was immediately apparent that there was a problem with the police vehicle. As soon as Timberlake rolled down his window, the officer quickly picked up on the odor of alcohol that was prevalent in the vehicle. A field sobriety test brought the pop singer, who had previously been considered the golden kid of the music industry, to the point where he was now struggling to pass it. Because of his slurred speech and wobbly motions, it was impossible to overlook the indicators that he was under. Just before the incident, Timberlake was reportedly partying at a hotel in the vicinity, as reported by Tims on their website. His decision to drive after drinking led to his arrest, which soon turned the celebration into a nightmare due to the fact that he was arrested. The night did not come to an end there. The arrest of Timberlake resulted in his booking and subsequent detention for the duration of the night. The next morning, he made his appearance at a courtroom in Sag Harbor that was relatively modest and had wood panels. There, he was confronted by a judge. In spite of the gravity of the charge, which was driving under the influence of alcohol, Timberlake was released on his own recognizance, which means that he did not have to post bail in order to be freed from custody. This was a standard practice for first-time offenders and individuals who are not deemed to be a flight danger, yet it did not decrease the seriousness of the issue. It didn't take long for his attorney, Burke Jr., who is well known for representing individuals with prominent public profiles, to come to his rescue. Burke said in a statement that Timberlake was only prosecuted because he refused to take a breathalyzer test. This is a move that is lawful, but is frequently interpreted as an admission of guilt in the court of public opinion. Burke made this allegation in a statement that addressed the publication Us Weekly. Burke contended that Timberlake was unfairly targeted, but the legal battle was just getting started, and the next court session was scheduled for July 26. Given that Timberlake's career has been in a precarious position, this arrest could not have happened at a more inopportune moment for him. Oprah Winfrey had a profoundly personal show called Masterclass, and Justin Timberlake had a conversation with her over a year ago through that show. During the course of the interview, he disclosed that he had gone through a difficult time in his life during which he turned to alcohol as a means of coping. Timberlake had detailed his struggle with heavy drinking, including the fact that it had once threatened to wreck both his life and his profession. Speaking with a sense of pride about his recovery, his quest towards self-care, and his newly discovered commitment to leading a better lifestyle, he described his story. On the other hand, the arrest seemed to cast doubt on the extent to which he had genuinely triumphed over those demons. The legal issues that Timberlake is currently facing come on the heels of a turbulent year of negative headlines, the majority of which was associated with his previous relationship with the music diva Britney Spears. In her explosive memoir, which she published in 2023, Spears revealed confidential information about their time spent together. Among the revelations she made was the fact that Timberlake had coerced her into having an abortion all during their relationship. A young woman was compelled to undergo a painful treatment at home in order to avoid the public eye, according to Spears' statement, which presented an image of a young woman suffering in silence. The fact that Timberlake tried to comfort her by playing his guitar while she was crying while she was in pain only served to increase the level of fury that was shown by both fans and critics. Timberlake was met with a rapid and violent counterattack from the public. People were reminded of the historic incident that occurred during the Super Bowl halftime show in 2004, when Justin Timberlake ripped off a portion of Janet Jackson's outfit, exposing her to the public on live television. While Jackson's career suffered as a result of the incident, Timberlake's career flourished, which led to allegations of misogyny and double standards. Old wounds were reopened as a result of the publication of Spears' memoir, which caused many people to doubt Timberlake's role in the entertainment industry, as well as his relationships with women. The manner in which Timberlake responded to the revived criticism did not improve the situation. He responded to the incident with a belligerent speech while he was performing in New York City. He said, "I'd like to take this opportunity to apologize to absolutely fucking nobody." The comment, which was meant to be cheeky, ended up being a stunning failure. After first apologizing to the public for any offense that may have been caused by her memoir, Spears appeared to reverse her apologies in response to the criticism. Through her social media accounts, she sent the following message. "Someone told me that someone was saying trash about me on the streets. Please don't be sorry." The exchange did nothing but help to further widen the gap that existed between the two former pop icons and the fan bases of their respective groups. Timberlake was having a difficult time regaining his footing in the professional world. His sixth studio album, which was released in March, made a poor debut on the Billboard Hot 100 chart, debuting at position No. 19. In comparison to the chart-topping success of his other releases, all of which had debuted at number 1, this one was a far cry from the average. As of the month of April, the album has completely disappeared from the rankings. Poor ticket sales marred his Forget Tomorrow tour, which was supposed to be a triumphant comeback to the stage. However, the tour was not successful by any means. A gig that was supposed to take place on June 8 in Columbia, South Carolina, was abruptly canceled by Timberlake without providing any explanation to his fans. This was an event that was previously unimaginable. However, the arrest that took place in Sag Harbor just added to the growing list of difficulties. As word spread, tickets for his future shows at prominent venues such as the United Center in Chicago and Madison Square Garden in New York City remain unsold. This is an unusual occurrence for a musician who used to demand sellout crowds. The man who had once been the face of pop music was now having a difficult time performing in front of an audience. At the same time that Timberlake was facing the music, both figuratively and practically, his subsequent court appearance was drawing near. The hearing, which was scheduled to take place on July 26, was expected to be another chapter in a year that had been anything but pleasant for the artist who had won 10 Grammys and 4 Emmys simultaneously. The arrest, in conjunction with his recent business troubles and the lingering impact from Spears' biography, has left many people wondering whether or not Timberlake will ever be able to recapture his previous grandeur, or whether or not this is the beginning of the end for one of the most iconic icons in pop culture. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.